First tonight, we're tracking the latest developments after the DOJ filed a major lawsuit against CVS, accusing the pharmaceutical giant of illegally filling opioid prescriptions. Thank you for joining us. I'm Shannon Heggie. We have team coverage tonight. 12 News Politics editor Ted Nesi has more on how the lawsuit could reshape the state's next race for governor, as former company president Helena Foulkes is a leading candidate for the job. But first, let's send things over to Lauren Brill, who has more on what the U.S. Attorney for Rhode Island is saying. Lauren?
Well, U.S. Attorney Zachary Cunha went over the lengthy civil complaint. Federal prosecutors are accusing CVS of unlawfully filling prescriptions for painkillers, fueling the opioid crisis. A major federal lawsuit against CVS Health filed here in Rhode Island.
On Friday, we intervened in this case. There will be civil discovery, there will be a trial, and ultimately we will determine who is responsible.
Rhode Island U.S. Attorney Zachary Cunha discussing the details of the almost 100-page civil complaint, which was unsealed Wednesday in U.S. District Court. The state's top federal prosecutor is accusing the Woonsocket-based company of violating the Controlled Substances Act by knowingly filling prescriptions that were invalid or lacked a legitimate medical purpose. The lawsuit alleges the illegal activity happened between 2013 up until present day, and the company repeatedly ignored red flags.
These are not subtle red flags. They are overt, they are repeated, and they were repeatedly raised by CVS's own expert pharmacy staff.
Federal prosecutors allege that these pharmacists were subjected to labor conditions that allowed this to happen, such as short staffing. Prosecutors also claim the pharmacy chain pushed out prescriptions for painkillers, fueling the deadly opioid crisis.
We have an opioid crisis in this country. We have an epidemic of opioid deaths, whether it's in Rhode Island or elsewhere. We have the impact of fentanyl that has taken so many lives, and there are many and complex contributors to that problem.
A CVS spokesperson tells 12 News they strongly disagree with these allegations, writing, quote, "Each of the prescriptions in question was for an FDA-approved opioid medication prescribed by a practitioner who the government itself licensed, authorized, and empowered to write controlled substance prescriptions." The company's spokesperson went on to say that these claims have already been resolved by agreements with the state's attorneys general, and the company plans to defend itself vigorously against this, quote, misguided federal lawsuit. Now, Cunha says that there's 10,000 individual claims here, but that's just a sample size of a problem that's happening nationwide. In Providence, Lauren Brill, 12 News.